Good evening, dear friends. When I got the agenda from Devika, I was very happy to know that my address will be almost at the end of the event. That means I will have the opportunity to learn from all of you. And even if I come up with just two slides, first slide saying, learn from the eminent leaders that have already said, and the second slide saying, thank you, everybody will appreciate me. My name is PK Khurana. I come from a state which is PK after 8 p.m. every day. And to remember my name, you know it is PK. Every Punjabi is PK after 8 p.m. Though I'm a teetotaler, my parents knew that औकात कुछ है नहीं, नाम तो ठीक रख दो कम से कम. बट अगर कहीं मैं महाराष्ट्र में पैदा हुआ होता और मेरे पेरेंट्स का नाम भिड़े होता तो ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक भी दूर हो जाती. फिर पीके भिड़े, पीके उल्टा, पीके पलटा, पीके गिरे, पीके मरे, वटएवर ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक भी दूर हो जाती. पर चलिए, जो है ठीक है. आई कम फ्रॉम अ स्टेट, एज आई सेड, which has the honor of being made a film called Udta Punjab. I come from a state, I don't want to discuss politics, but yes, I come from a state whose chief minister has been thrown out of a flight for being PK. So please forgive me for being PK, and I will try to summarize what all the eminent speakers have said. I have come up with a very, very basic presentation with very basic points, because I know I'm here to learn from all of you, and we will try to learn from each other. So, thank you very much, Business World, Dr. Batra, and Dr. Ashish for co-sponsoring this event and organizing this event, being a partner. And luckily, the session started with Dr. Ashish, and my turn has come after the session he has chaired just now. So thank you, Dr. Ashish, for giving all of us being together, sharing views, learning from each other. This is how we grow. My topic is, let the workplace be your favorite hangout. Even if you be the best organization on this planet, whatever you do, there will be certain number of employees. Attrition rate can be anything. It can range between 5% to 50% or whatever, but there will be certain attritions always, because everybody has certain aspirations, certain goals, which may or may not go along with your organization's objectives. So we don't need to fear the resignations. Resignations are a part of our life, but yes, we need to continue with the training programs, with the programs for well-being of our employees, of our colleagues, so that the organization grows, so that the society grows. And as has been said earlier, if it is a place which serves the society as a unit will grow and will be happy. And we need to raise the index of happiness in our country. For that, we need to keep on doing certain things which eminent speakers have said. I will just share certain things. My aha moment came in 2005. We have a company called Quick Relations Private Limited, which is a public relations company. I was a director marketing with a newspaper group before that, and I founded that company. We were working for Vodafone all across the country, and since we are based in Chandigarh, our head office is in Chandigarh. I was in touch with the up North Delhi office of Vodafone, and the CEO was Mr. Arun Kapoor at that point in time. His marketing head once told me, people join Vodafone because it's a brand. But after 2 months, they start working for Mr. Arun Kapoor, not for Vodafone alone. That was the statement that caught my mind. Then I started investigating what does Arun Kapoor do to make his people engaged with him or to follow him. And that was the starting point. And then I kept on adding, learning from others, learning from my clients, learning from my children, learning from my employees, learning from the parents of my employees. And this is how this presentation has come up. We can say that a company culture can transform workplace into the favorite hangout only if the management is willing, top management is willing to get it transformed into a hangout. Culture is how employees act when the CEO is not there, when the decisions are needed to be required to be made, and when no one else is looking, and when people feel involved, people feel that they are included in the decision-making process, and then they try to make the organization grow. Company culture, as has been said, as even Happy Plus punchline says, adding happiness bit by bit. So it cannot be built in a day. It cannot be built by pep talks. It cannot be copied. It cannot be drafted in a single session. It's a continuing process. It's always a grand idea. And what the idea is, that has already been explained by various eminent speakers. I will just say it is the purpose. It is the purpose of serving the society. Because as a happiness coach, I have seen, I have experienced, and I have learned that if someone is sad, if someone has anxiety, if someone is angry, the only solution to get rid of jealousy, anxiety, or loneliness is by making others happy. When you make others happy, you become happy. That is the essence of happiness always. So grand idea is serving the society, having a purpose of this. And once you adopt that, it becomes very easy for employees liking the workplace as a hangout, as the favorite hangout. And you need to have these rituals every single day to remind, to reinforce the purpose of the company. And your company, your brand is not the hero. The social media handles, whatever. As has always been said, that the customer is the king, but your employee is your first customer. Unless he or she feels included, he won't be the kind of reseller that you want him or her to be. So employee, colleagues should be the hero of your company always. And you need to celebrate those things always. That has already been emphasized upon. I don't need to spend time on this. And there need to be evangelists who propagate these things always, continuously. These are the 5 elements of a magnetic culture that make a sustainable company grow. You need to build systems. Now, there are companies where even for a leave, asking for a leave, there are systems. They need to understand the leave policy for such basic things. But for systems, you also need to ensure whether you are regulated or over-regulated. There needs always to be a human element along with these systems, not just the systems, but also the human element. and you need to reward the mistakes also. We have a culture in all our companies and in all our client companies where if someone commits a mistake because he or she is doing an experiment, trying to do something new, and if even a huge loss happens, nobody frowns at that. But yes, if it is repeated, then it is not forgiven. Then there are certain systems to prohibit those things, but mistakes are not frowned upon at all. So these are simple things that happy culture principle make. And as I said, what I learned from Mr. Arun Kapoor was connect the connections. There are two things what he did. He knew each and every employee by name. He knew each and every spouse of the employee by name. He knew each and every child of the employees by name, what is the age, what they are doing, in which class they are doing. And he also made the connections within the connections. That means if you have heard of BNI, BNI has a system of sharing resources with your friends. So within the company, he created a system. If somebody needs an admission in a particular school and the other employee knows the management of the school or somebody else in the school, he or she will help the other employee. So this is how he built a connection within the connections within the organization, and the organization grew. And everybody said, we work for Mr. Arun Kapoor. So these are simple things. And family engagements, as I said, because if the families get together, they get to know each other, they try to solve each other's problems, they become friends. And this is how they become a community, not just a community of employees. They become a community in themselves and they help each other grow. This makes the organization also grow. And a continuous process of feedback from the employees. Not only the employees, but from their families as well, from their children as well. So he developed a process of having feedback, not from just from the employees, but from the families as well, and from the children as well. And there used to be sessions separately from children, for wives or spouses, and for employees. Then whenever someone left Vodafone, he used to have an exit talk with the employee to understand, because sometimes it is not possible for someone to open up or say something openly. But once somebody puts a resignation notice or a resignation, he or she may open up. So exit surveys are always very, very beneficial, very, very beneficial. Besides that, feedback from the people who have not left. Once people start leaving a company altogether, then those who stay back, if you ask them, why did you stay back? What made you stay back in the company? That gives you another feedback. And those specific words that the employee utters give you the direction. These are certain things he used to do. Apart from this, what he used to do was having one-day manager in the company in a month. They used to have a Friday forum kind of a session, where the last Friday, they used to have a session when a junior employee was made the manager of that particular section. This way, there were two things that happened. One, he could identify the talent. A person, he may or may not speak up well. He may or may not phrase the words in a way that can be understood. But if he performs well, you can identify the talent. Second was, sometimes a person wants a particular change in the department, but he cannot convince his boss. But once he is made the manager of the head of the section on that particular day, he introduces the changes which he wants the organization to follow. And this way you can you can fill the gaps and you can make the organization grow. So these are certain rituals which make the company grow and which make the employees happy. So this is what I wanted to say. This because of the time limit, I think this is. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and sharing my views with you and learning from you. Thank you very much.